It's lights out and away we go. Rowley gets a good start. I think immediately he's attacking Darville, just like I said, on those softer compound tyres. That's a med bull out in the background. There's a bit of contact there. And a McLaren that hits the wall. From out of nowhere, it seems like it's already disaster at the back of the pack. And that's Lee dropping down the field already in the AlphaTauri. Darville's managed to hold on to P1, but Rowley's still attacking. He's got Rab right behind him as well, and Greeno's managed to jump Christoph off the start. That's surprising because Greeno was on the harder compound, and that's Rowley trying to go down the inside of turn 5. Does not get it done. Darville still leads this race, and that's Greeno and Christoph still bouncing tyres. And Christoph moves back up into P4. The Darville leads the way. Rowley is sniffing though. It takes a bit of time for those hard tyres to get up to temperature. On board with Rowley now. He is all over the back of him. Oh, so close to going to the back from there. Predicted pit stop strategy. I reckon they'll go for the one stop, the medium to hards. But we'll have to see if there's a couple of two stops in there. So Rab looking aggressive as well. He doesn't want to lose sight of Darville. But all the time, Darville's holding this position from these guys on the softer compound. It's all working out for him. As the time screen's all updating. That's Wright, Hodson, and Pavey all coming into the pits. So those were the drivers that we saw had incidents in the background there. Lee also had a bit of an incident that saw him fall all the way back down to 16th. Still on board with these front three. Nothing's happening yet. Go on board with Morgan, who is following Morton and Greeno. Maybe looks a bit more confident than Morton. That's Morton touching that curb there. You don't want to touch that curb. You want to avoid that curb wherever you can. We've got seen Gibbs, the man who got P3 last time out, struggling down in P12. It just has not been his race. As that's Darville gets the fastest lap of the race. We're on board Hamilton now. He wants to get past Darville as well. And that second gap, I think, has he just about got it? Yeah, it seems like the mediums are just taking these corners much nicer. That's Greeno losing a lot of time to the back. And that's Christoph. Oh! Christoph is gone into a spin. Such a shame for the signals driver. He was having a good time. He was going to go down the inside of Hamilton after he went wide. But just got onto the slippy part of the circuit. Maybe a bit of a slippy curb. And that sent him right down the order now. And crucially, Rowley is putting fastest lap after fastest lap now. Pushing away. And that's a 5-second time penalty for Christoph as well. Not sure what he's been involved in there. The battle between P6, P5 and P4 is looking strong. The rest of the field has started to make some gaps between them. The Hodgson's in the pits now. Pavey right behind Banyard. The Medball wants to get this move done ASAP. We'll be looking to get it done this time round with the DRS. And Rowley sets another fastest lap of the race. And look, yeah, he's going for it now. Getting the move done. They're going side by side now. Is Pavey up into P17 past Banyard. Good move from Pavey. Now Hacken is chasing down Morton. So another Ruby driver chasing down Morton after Morton's had a bit of a recovery. Back up to P11, almost in the points. But not quite yet. Still have a few more seconds to go as Cross is currently holding up the last points finish in place with Vernon Higgs. Still not close enough. Morgan just... He is just getting dragged along by Green at the moment. If you were, like, fast enough to be there without the DRS, you could have got the move done by now, because just not fast enough. Maybe eventually it will happen, because you never know if the driver in front's just using the ERS, abusing that ERS a little bit. I mean, you can see Corey. Well, instead he actually got no ERS. I actually think he's just not made that data available to me. I say a lie. I can see his ERS. It's at 90 on the steering wheel. Got the DRS. Yeah, once again, they're just stuck in the DRS train. As Morgan's looking to go for the move. He's so close. As we get a safety car, that's Hodson out of the race. And Banyard's on the pit exit, so maybe this will work out for Banyard. And a safety car has been deployed. It looks like it is for the RAC driver. Get any data? I'm hoping when they all come back round, do their lap, kind of redisplays. There we go. Back at it. It was a tactical safety car. I knew I was going to have problems with my graphics. So did that for me. That is very kind. What is going on? Well, I don't think that's just happened. I think there's a real possibility he just kicked me out of the game. We're about to get back underway for the second time. We have 5 lights on. The 5 lights have gone out and we're back underway again. Similar to last time, it's Rowley attacking Darville off the start. Greeno gets very wiggly off the start there, but Darville gets away well. And stays in P1. Green is P2. But that Red Bull's looking down the inside. Corey doesn't get it done this time. And that's an Alpine going around. Is it Rowley? I think Rowley's just gone round off that restart. Must have touched the curb there. Maybe tyres are a bit too warm. That's what an infantry Greeno going off into the board there. We're on board with Lee in the AlphaTauri. Now he's moved up to P4, so he's had a good restart. Let's hope Taito as well. So the infantry moving up to P2 and P4. Obviously, 17 laps of racing to find us a winner. So a couple of drivers that haven't dropped from that is Morgan, Cross, Rowley. They've all gone to the back of the field. So's Charavan now. Oh, as we see a couple of drivers going on there, and that's Righty down the inside. And Morton down the inside. And that's Lee trying to come back at Morton. But Morton moves off to P3. So the UOTC being in first and third position now. Absolutely seems. I think a couple of drivers went on there. One of them being Taito. He's now fallen down the order to P15. So an absolute mare for him. As Scott sets the fastest lap of the race. Final moves up to P10 as that's Pavey falling down the order. And that's Corey falling down the order as well. So not a good race restart for the AMS. The Banyard in a point scoring position at the moment. And oh, that's Medbull pushing on. And that's another driver that's gone round. That's Righty that's gone round. Oh, he was in a point looking so well. And Morgan has come into the pits. As the drivers all over Banyard. And Banyard hits the back of the of Hamilton there as he's moving back up the order. And that's the Red Bull going down the inside. And maybe Rowley thinks I want to piece that as well. He wants to get back in this action. I mean, his title rival is just up the road. So even though they've both had a bit of a mare, they are both near each other. And that's Banyard defending against Corey there. Corey gets his shoulders out and pushes Banyard off. So Corey maybe fighting a bit too hard there. And that's moved Corey up into P11. Picks a very, very niche line through there. And that's Hacking looking to try and get past Christoph. Still on the softer compound, just trying to go down the inside. Really been able to attack because of those soft tyres. Christoph not able to hang on to the back of Gibbo. That's Croc is now out of the race. And that's caused a virtual safety car. So not a full one, so this just means that the drivers have to slow down to the required delta speed. They haven't scored any constructors points at the moment. As we just hear the safety cars coming in this lap. Was the RAC and the Intelligence Corps. Currently, the RAC are out of this race. And one of the Intelligence Corps drivers out of this race, but Lee is the Ink Corps' final opportunity to get some points on the board. I'm going to stay on board Morton as he goes around the final two corners now, turn 14. Say final two corners, if you count this last big long one as one. And I think he's going to go. He's going to tell Dodo when he's going to go as well. And I reckon he's going to send him on his way instantly. Look at that. Pulls over to the side. I have that great bit of number 2 play there. He knows he's the number 2 driver and moves out his way instantly. Off he goes. And Darvel now just looking to extend that gap to drivers behind. And that's actually Gibbo that's moved past... has he moved past Lee? No, he hasn't moved past Lee, sorry. So Christoph, I don't know where Christoph's gone. He's fallen all the way back down to P17. It's absolute dramas for him. Gibbo, once it gets moved on, look at a tighter line into this turn 4. Look at the tighter line that Gibbo takes compared to the other drivers. I think he does because he's on the soft. And that's when he attacks, when he goes for his opportunity. Now he's side by side with Greeno. Lets Greeno go deep, tries to go for the cutback. He's going to get a cutback through. Not quite. And Greeno holds that position for now. We'll have to look onto the next straight, but he's all over the back of him. Greeno is almost within Morton's DRS as well. So he's getting pushed along as well by the pressure. No DRS this time round. It'll be activated next lap. But currently, it looks like the UOTC are in the driving seat. Obviously, Morton will have to give an absolute stint on those softs. After he boxes, he's going to fall down almost out of the points, I think. It's a shame, because they could have got a nice 1-2, to be honest. We can see Gibbo. Is he going to attack now? He's going to go for it. DRS has been enabled. He's after the line. He's not going to get DRS this lap. It'll be... well, the lap they're on now, but Gibbo's still going to get the move done, and he moves up into P3. On P3 last weekend, looking to go into P3 this weekend, but we'll have to see how those tyres last. I mean, we'll look at the tyre wear now. He's on board to pick up Morton. We don't know what his tyre wear is. He didn't share that with me. That's okay. We can tell by the ERS that he hasn't. But maybe that's to hide it from the other teams. Who knows? We'll move on to his teammate, currently sitting in P7. It's Mr. Hamilton. I think he wants a couple more positions. I mean, if we look at Hacking, who's currently up in P5, he's had a brilliant race, to be honest. A lot more points for the Remy driver. He's really come out strong as a new Remy driver. Obviously, didn't race last year, but it's come out very strong this year. Gibbo. Now, so we'll go back on with Gibbo as he's on the first UOTC driver. I think he could catch Darvel as well on those softs. I just don't know if they're going to last. He's got DRS. It's activated. You can see that there. Now pushing on to get the move. That's Darvel, which is the fastest lap of the race, so maybe he isn't going to catch him. So on it. Is catching is the driver behind Greeno is Hacking, looking to get P4 and maybe move up into podium positions after Morton pits. This wouldn't just be Hacking's first podium, it would be the Remy's first podium. They didn't get one at all last year, so he is currently the Remy's best chance to get a podium. I think Remy's best points finishing position last year was either P4 or P6 by Hypno. So Hacking is currently driving well for them, but it'll be the infantry's first podium of the season. If Greeno can keep it there. Gibbo is going to go for the cutback on Morton. What a beautiful cutback we just got on the end of that. And Gibbo moves up into P2 and now looks to hunt down Darville. Obviously, a massive tire advantage between the softs and the hards. But they're just... I don't think they're going to last. I don't believe those tires. I think Gibbo has to pit again. Or they puncture. Corey's on the back of Vernon Higgs now. The AGC's only point score from last time out. The Darville's got the fastest lap, but Taito takes it back. Taito is a driver that just really comes into his element after getting a couple of points on board. And that is Corey moved up into P9. Gets the move done there. That's a beautiful camera angle. And heli shot. And that is Corey, the Med Bull, up into the points. Hacking, not able to get the move done on Greeno at the moment. But it looks like Morton is getting caught up by Greeno. Gibbo isn't closing the gap to Darville. So maybe those soft tyres are starting to go off and he's had to start saving them. A P2 would still be a good result for Gibbo. His teammate Hamilton sitting in P7 behind Lee right now. Actually have a look at the current gap between the two drivers, about 3 tenths. He's going to go to the DRS. He's going to go for the lunge. I mean, push him out wide at all. He gets the move done on Lee into that hairpin. I guess it's not really a hairpin anymore. It's a back corner. And no, that's Ruby driver hacking. He goes round and takes front wing damage as well. Oh, he's going to fall out of the points. He was looking so good for a podium as well. I was rooting for him. And that's Morton. He's coming to the box now. He's boxed off his mediums, put the soft compounds on and go to the end of the race. He's going to fall right down the order. And the 5-second time penalty for Charavan. And that's the 2-3 for the RLC. They have proper, got this back. Gibbo sitting in P2. I think Hamilton might catch him in the end. I reckon a softs are going to go off. And that is Taito who's actually made the move on his Ferrari teammate there of Greeno. Interesting driver swap there. But Taito, a great debut drive from Taito, to be honest. If he could get a podium out of this, that would be incredible, seeing as it's his debut in Intercourse. And he was only told about this very late on. Happy to show him to stay out, and is still going around the track. He's got his teammate now behind him, Morgan. Thinking may let him go just because he's got that wing damage. As we've had a retirement on track as Christoph has retired from the session. Rowley's making his way up. Sitting P11. Right behind this pairing. If he gets a good exit here, he can maybe have it. I mean, we're going to have DRS. I say he gets a good exit. Does not get a good exit. And that's one of the Aston Martins going around. That's hacking. Obviously, that front wing just not giving the downforce he desires. And he goes spinning. And that's Greeno. Obviously, he had to box still, so he's come in. And has moved down as Taito is a faster driver on track. And we're watching a battle between Rowley and the Med Bull at the moment. A lot of wheel bumping there. Or ghosting, whatever you want to call it. But Rowley doesn't get the move done on the Med Bull just yet. Is he going to get it done into this corner? We've seen a lot of drivers go tight with this corner, especially the controller users. Rowley being one of them. Seems to get just enough connection. It goes deep. Oh, it's very close. That's the last wheel, but Rowley gets the move done and moves up into P9. Right as I said that, he lost traction and spun off. But we didn't see that, so we're back on board with Morgan now as we get a brilliant camera angle of the drivers behind. It's not necessarily what I want to see. I kind of want to look at the drivers in front that he's attacking, as he's all over the back of Charavan, who is sitting P7. So even though he's added a couple of disconnections or whatever, he has now moved back up into the points. Oh, here we go. Taito's getting ever so closer to Hamilton. 1.3 seconds of gap, not within DRS just yet. Get the halo up, but he's using all of his DRS. He's using it all to get within Hamilton. But not quite. Corey, 6.3 seconds off his favourite position, P4. As Morton gets the fastest lap of the race, obviously on that soft compound in P13. He's got to really put a shift in. Actually, Pavey as well on the back of Rowley. They both use all their ERS now, so struggling quite a lot. And that's Rowley coming into the box as well. I think he may retire. So he's close to points finishing position. If he gets into the points, he gets that fastest lap point as well. We're going to go back on board with this fight. That's very close, actually. Caravan over the back of Vernon Higgs. We're watching it from Morgan's perspective. There's more and more drivers calling it a day, attacking. Also retires from the session. That is 5 retirements we've had now, and that's Charavan going to go down the inside of turn 5, going to turn 6. They're still wheel to wheel. I think Charavan was a bit nice there. He's going to come back in, or he's going to wait for the DRS zone. This is giving Morgan a chance to come back into it, though. Morgan right behind the 2 goes a bit wide in the exit there, loses it a little bit, maybe stops his attack this time around, and that's Charavan going down the inside. At least he's got the ERS. Oh, it's Morgan almost goes to the back of Vernon Higgs there. He just braked a little bit early from Vernon Higgs, or just broke a little bit late from Morgan. By the way, Charavan's moved up to P6, and Vernon Higgs is going to have the DRS though, so it may be able to come back at him. A driver might be able to come back though is Taito, who's on the back of Hamilton now. The infantry driver has really pulled it out of the bag. This will be infantry's best position and their first podium of the season if they can get it done. Obviously, first podium and first win for the UOTC for Darville. He's on the last lap of the race. He's not been able to get the move done just yet, and I think that may be his last opportunity. You can see he's absolutely smashing his ERS button. He wants to get this done, but we'll go for the front. We'll go for the front. Absolute heroic drive from Darville. You know, it didn't look like he was ever in any doubt after the red flag restart. Gibbo, I mean, he's on them softs. I questioned them. I don't know what tire. You know, I don't know how bad they are, but he's made it work, and he's moved up to P2. And then Hamilton and Taito still having this battle. We have to go on board a bit because it's getting close. We're going through the final sector now. I'm not quite able to get the move done yet. Morgan and Vernon Higgs still battling as well. But we've got to go on board with Darville as he takes his first win of the Intercore Championship and the first win for the UOTC. Is it the first win for the UOTC? It's got to be. It is the first win for the UOTC. He gets first place. Congrats to him. Gibbo comes across the line in second. Hamilton in P3, quickly followed by Taito. Corey takes P5, which is weird. Usually he finishes P4. Charavan in P6. Vernon Higgs in P7. Morgan in P8. He actually moved up because of time penalties, I guess. Charavan must have had a time penalty. So Morton does end up finishing in the points scoring position right at the end of the race, though. It was very close between Lee and Morton. So Morton does get a fastest lap point as well.